If you have some beat up Timbs or some old work boots at home that you're thinking about throwing out, hold off a second. This video might just save you some money. Now the Timberlands is a timeless boot. It's been around forever, and honestly, I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. But the thing about them is, no matter the colorway, whether it's the triple blacks or the wheat colorway, they always get extremely dirty. So today, I'm gonna show you guys the best way to clean them up. To start, I'm gonna take the left shoe and put it to the side and only focus on the right for before and after purposes. To do this cleaning right, I'm gonna be using our Reshoevn8r Essential Shoe Cleaning Kit that comes with all 3 brushes, soft, medium, and stiff, our solution, and towel. To bring back the color at the end of this video, we'll be using our mink oil and horsehair brush. To start, I'm gonna take out the shoelace to get this cleaning going. Now I care about the details. Also want to go ahead and pop out the insole just so you can clean up that separately. As you can see, this thing is dusty. It makes no sense to clean up the shoe all on the outside and have the inside still covered up in dust and debris. Keep that in mind. Now the very first thing you want to do with any cleaning, no matter what, especially a suede boot like this, you want to dry brush the entire sneaker. The last thing you want to do is grab your water and solution and start cleaning up the shoe as is. What's going to happen is you're going to create a big muddy mess. All that dirt and debris that's on the surface is going to get pushed deeper into the material, just making it worse all around. To get the best results, you want to make sure you take care of the prep work first. That means you want to grab the Soft Bristle Brush, dry it as is with no water or solution, and start dry brushing the sneaker. What this is going to do is help eliminate a lot of the dust that's sitting on the surface of the shoe. There's also some dirt and debris on the toe box, big chunks of it. All of that's got to get scraped off during this step. All done with the Soft Bristle Brush, I also went ahead and brushed this off. Good to go with this step. The dry brushing is fully complete. As you can see, the black is starting to be black again. All that dust came off nicely. If you guys are working on a pair of boots at home and doesn't have all this crazy gunk and it just has a bunch of dust sitting on the uppers, all you gotta do is dry brush it. Sometimes you don't even have to use water and solution to clean up the boot. Just by dry brushing the boot, it can make it look so much cleaner. Now back to this boot, the white stuff is still on there. It's on there pretty good. Some of it is pretty thick in some areas. Before I start cleaning up the shoe with the Soft Bristle Brush, water, and solution this time, I'm gonna grab a pick and start picking at some of the areas. Not too crazy though. The last thing I'm trying to do is scratch at the surface and cause irreversible damage. I kinda just wanna hit the surface enough to break down some of this grime. It's already flaking right off. Good to go with the prep work. This shoe looks a million times better. Trust me, to get the best results is to make the cleaning as easy as possible. We scraped off all the gunk that was stuck on there. The marks are still on the side and on the toe box that didn't come off during the scraping process, but the solution and Soft Bristle Brush, I'm confident is gonna remove it nicely. To get it going, I'm gonna grab our 4-ounce bottle of solution, squirt 2 squirts inside our bowl of water. Trust me, you guys, 2 squirts is all you need. To get the best results, 2 things need to happen. We don't wanna oversaturate the material. At the moment, in certain areas, the black suede is still pretty black. If I oversaturated, there's a good chance I'm gonna pull a lot of that color out. When the shoe fully dries, it's gonna look faded. We don't want that. Also, if I oversaturate the suede, it might change the texture of it. Right now, it's buttery soft. We wanna keep it that way. Again, if you oversaturate it and you don't go about it correctly, what can happen is this buttery soft texture will turn into a completely different texture, either rough or have it feeling like it's leather. We don't want that. We want this shoe to look as brand new as possible in its original state. Let's go ahead and grab our Soft Bristle Brush. I'm gonna dunk it in solution, then brush in a circular motion all around. Again, we don't want to oversaturate it. Good to go with the Soft Bristle Brush. I will say this, the triple blacks bleed like crazy. I didn't oversaturate the shoe. Basically what I did was hit one area at a time, then pat it down dry ASAP. That way I wouldn't oversaturate the shoe. On the mat, even on the brush, there's a ton of black dye. In just a second, I'll go to the sink and rinse this off because I don't want to ruin it. But keep that in mind, you guys. If you're cleaning up the shoe, do not oversaturate it. I really mean that. This shoe bleeds all over the place. Now with that being said, these uppers are good to go. I didn't spend too much time on it. One good pass over was all I needed. Now moving on, we're on to the Medium Bristle Brush. I'm gonna be using this brush all over the midsoles. Since it's a boot, I'm not gonna be taking care of the outsoles. I just want the uppers and the midsoles to look as good as possible. In my opinion, nobody really cares about cleaning up their outsoles on a work boot or a Tim. I could be wrong though. All right, this cleaning for the most part is complete. All I gotta do now is let it dry. The thing is though, the upper on this shoe is very delicate. Like I mentioned, it has a buttery soft texture. Once it fully dries, this material is gonna be pretty crusty. It's not gonna be soft at all. I'm gonna have to reset the nap on the suede, either using a brass bristle brush or a medium bristle brush. One thing I like to do though, it's more work, takes more time, but it makes a difference at the end. As it's drying, I like to grab a dried medium bristle brush and dry the brush the shoe as it's drying. Literally, I do this every 5 to 10 minutes as it's drying. Just kind of go back and and forth, back and forth. You could be sitting down, watching TV or a movie. As it's drying, just kind of brush it all around. In my opinion, it makes a big difference. That way at the end, it's still semi-soft and it's not super crusty. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side, let it air dry for a bit. I'll dry brush it some more in just a bit. Now, I still gotta clean up the shoelace and the insole. I did just realize this isn't the original one. Somebody slapped in an orthopedic one. Either way, we'll take care of it. For the shoelace, I'm gonna put it inside the leftover water and solution so it can start breaking down the grime and dirt. Luckily, it's a black lace, so you really can't see it. Either way, it's gotta get clean. As far as the insole goes, we'll dry brush it first, then give it a quick scrub. All right, we'll let this air dry with the upper as well. For the shoelace, let's give it a quick scrub. All right, see you guys in just a second. Shoes fully dried, ready to go. Before we keep it moving, let me show you how crazy the sneaker bleeds. Just by scrubbing the shoes a couple of times, nothing too crazy. All over the table, we got suds with black dye on it. Table, same exact thing. Again, that's from very little scrubbing. Keep that in mind, you guys. This shoe will bleed like crazy if you get it super saturated. Now, the next thing we gotta do is get the suede back to its original soft texture. During the entire process while it was drying, I was hitting the entire shoe with the medium bristle brush. It definitely made a world of a difference. Right now, it's still pretty soft, but I think it can still get softer. I'm gonna use our brass bristle brush. I'm gonna go over the entire shoe back and forth until it's back to its original soft texture. When using this brush, you just wanna focus on the suede. Don't let it scrape up the leather or other areas. It can ruin it. Much, much better. The suede back to its original soft texture. But as you can see, we did pull some of the color out. Not too much. The shoe is still pretty black, but it can look a little bit better. For this step, we're gonna be using our Reshoevn8r mink oil and our horsehair brush. Basically what our mink oil does in this situation, it brings back the color to its original state. The thing is though, I don't wanna cake it on too much. This suede is buttery soft. If I go in and lay down a heavy coat all around, I risk turning this material into an oily leather-like feel, and we don't want that. So to avoid that, I'm gonna grab our mink oil, spray it directly onto the horsehair brush, and lightly brush it into the shoe. Now for this process, you're gonna wanna repeat it a couple of times until you get the results you want. Again, the last thing you wanna do is just cake on the mink oil, because there's really no going back from that. The best way to go about it is work your way up. All right, you guys, that's gonna bring us to an end on this full cleaning on these triple black Timberlands. You gotta be very careful with this shoe. As long as you follow the right techniques and use the right products, you should have no issues at all. As you can see, this sneaker, you can't even tell it was ever dirty. The suede is buttery. The black is back to its original color. Let me show you guys what they look like before. This is what we call a night and day difference, you guys. Beautiful. This shoe's beautiful, not this one. This one's still covered in dirt, grime. The white substance on the shoe, I never quite figured out what it was, but it doesn't matter. Reshoevn8r took care of it. You can find all our products, essential shoe cleaning kit that we use on this cleaning today, mink oil, horsehair brush, and tons of more products at Reshoevn8r.com. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Vick Almighty. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.